Namaste. God bless you all. Very, very nice to see you all.
Thank you so much, Ji. I wanted to share something and bring something also. So first of all, I noticed that in the warm-up all time, that I was taking so much casual or taking for granted and putting all the responsibility on you. And I realized that there is my responsibility also there, that I need to do something so that it can flow. And I was realizing that I was putting on you whatever my part also, through like saying in the mind or praying something, but not doing it. So this I realized.
Yeah. It's a saying, no, that pray to God, but tie your camel. No, isn't it? Meaning that effort which is necessary and which is in our hands has to be done. Why? Because it is our hands which are blocking that effort right now. That's the reason. So either our hands will give way to the truth or they will block the way of the truth. No. Sadhana is not really to create truth or create a flow out of truth so that it can help us and guide us back home. It is to stop us from stopping truth. No? Sadhana is just this much, no? It is about removing the resistance we have for truth, which is out of self-ignorance and all other ignorance at the other level of mind also, isn't it? So that everybody has to do. No? Praying to the river that, oh river, take me home. But not opening the eyes and not seeing that we are holding on to a tree by the side of the river. That's not going to help, no? When the river is calling, that open your eyes, see where you are, see what are you holding on to, and then when it says let go, you will have to let go or not. You see, like this. So all of that work is your work because you are doing something already. Don't do anything is not really become frozen. Don't do anything is an invitation to be vigilant inside that what all I am doing and why. Because we are continuously doing something that is keeping our ego alive, which is going against the flow of source, which can take us home, which can bring us to the truth of who we are. So we are actively doing something against the will, against the flow of source. We are actively resisting to the truth. That's why we need to actively do something to stop ourselves from resisting to the truth. No? This is the thing. So thank you that you understood. I hope that this is what you are talking about.
Felt like whenever I stuck, whenever I like feeling like frozen, so it was me that I'm frozen, not that energy or something which I'm putting on to something else. That I so I'm stuck because the energy is not flowing. No, I'm not flowing, and I'm putting on something else.
Yes, yes. Correct. Thank you that you can notice now. This awareness is very valuable. Like as if we become like a stone in the river, and we just have to little bit relax and so that we actually that river can start taking us. Can you know? Like some cooperation here is necessary. No? A very simple example, may not be nice example, but it's very accurate in one sense. Example would be that I saw one of family member or distant a relative that we were taking them to some hospital or somewhere to doctor or something for giving injection or something, but their state was such that even the body was frozen, like frozen in such a way that it cannot be even carried, like this. Alive, looking, seeing, feeling, knowing everything, but just something like the resistance is too strongly coming, like things got frozen. That not even an injection is possible now. If it can happen at the physical level, I I feel that it does happen at the deeper levels too. That we become so frozen that that which is trying to help us is not able to help us. Because it doesn't need our help in helping us in the sense that we need to tell that how to help, what to help. No, it already knows. The life flow outside and the flow of the pure being from inside. No, it already knows what to be done here. But because we do not know, somehow that we get frozen every now and then. No? So, sadhana, seva, devotion. Three pillars for a seeker. No? Sadhana, we understand now. Sadhana is trying to see that how I am registering to the truth. And you stop doing that. No? Seva is a feeling, like it's a opening of the heart basically. Opening of the heart is always towards other, like caring the other. No? That opens the heart. No? Our heart is also too close. No? Like that also will allow the flow. No? And devotion. No? Devotion. This devotion is that part where we can sense that no, I don't know really, but something in me knows. That flow knows. I don't know really, no? And I'm not going to stop now. I'm going to allow and invite and pray to it, no? But not pray only. Remember, sadhana and seva also done, no? Not just pray, no? Because praying is again like praying to the river. Take me home. But not opening the eyes when river calls, no? And not letting go when river says, okay, let go. Let go means let go of the tree that you are holding on to on the side of the river, so that I can take you home. No? Like this. Thank you. I think it's good. Thank you.
When talking to you, that there is something was holding and it's relaxed now. Like.
Yeah. I mean, all of this is within your own understanding and awareness, observation and control. No? I just don't have the feeling to support the believing anything. Don't believe anything. See yourself. And you will be so amazed that, my God, I am myself stopping my own awakening, my own joy, my own growth and fullness of life.
Oh, Goa was so much beautiful and amazing for me, Ji. I'm very, very thankful, Ji. So much thankful.
Thank you. Thank you. Good, good.
Ji, I wanted to check something with you about the seeds of ego. You talked about once about seeds of ego, and then you said that you can either grow it or you can burn it, but don't keep it. So I remember I heard once that you said seeds of egos are desire, like you mind desire. So am I correct, Ji?
It is correct. Seeds or ego are basically, see, for that we will have to understand a little bit something. The basic, the core of life is that the one being, one self has stretched itself into space, into time, no, let's say. That stretch is called the soul. And that stretch contains something called a certain way of stretching. That is the longing. That longing is, you can say, the seed of all the seeds of desires, in a way. But it is in the hands of the source. It is in connection, in relation, and in association with the truth of who we are. Ego has not happened yet here, okay? And then ego happens. Ego means a false sense of self happens, which says that I am this person who has this body, who has this life, and I have desires. From where those desires come? Either they come from outside by learning the practical life in the personal way, learning life in a personal way, that others are doing these things, I also want to do this. The desires come either from outside, or maybe they are coming from inside when we have in some way collected the seeds of ego in the past. So, shall we let them be lived? No. That really is not easy to answer unless you know who you are. If you don't know who you are, how would you know that are these desires and their fulfillment in service to truth, or it is for my well-being, or it is against that? How you would know? You see what I mean? So I would say we can simply burn these seeds. If those seeds are connected to the longing, they will not be burnt. They cannot be burnt then, no? That's why simply we can burn all the seeds of ego in that case, right? But this understanding is important, I felt so.
My understanding is like burning means being aware more and more and disconnecting, or
No, just
no.
being aware and not doing anything else about them. Just being aware of something inside us and not doing anything about it is meeting it as fire. Doing anything about it is kind of bringing the water also now, like this. So, awareness towards anything does not necessarily have to have love. That love is what gives life now to something. Awareness shows that where is the seed, and our love gives life to it now. If you don't want to give life, don't give love. Only awareness. No? Only see. Don't do anything. Don't move. Don't lean towards it. Don't touch it. Just remain in your stillness of the seer. No, like this. That's clear. Thank you. I thank you too, because it's surprising that how we can understand these things so easily. It is something so internal, isn't it? But it is something so true also. That's why two people using their mind so heavily interpreting every word and concept and still able to understand, which is almost like impossibility, no? Because words take us so somewhere here and there. You know what I mean? So thank you. It's very, very good. I think it's all connected to immediacy. Like how immediate it is for you to understand something, that somehow gives way for many things to happen. You know, like you say to me that, hey, I want to go to, let's say, some other beach, no? Other beach. I want to go to this next beach also there, no? Or to this beach. And I start telling you the path. But you have to go to this beach next week. And between this week and next week, there will be many things to do, no? And those things will keep occupying your space of mind and will not let you listen so well, no? Unless you are really a very systematic person. Then you will know, okay, this is some, or maybe you paid me very heavily for that. Then you will listen very well. Like whenever you pay the cost, then we listen, because you know the cost is being wasted. No, even if you will not listen, you will record like a video, photo, or something, note down. You see, but this is the thing that if you want to go today, or you have to go right now, like it's something urgent, like something very urgent, then every word that I will say will be recorded in your mind in such a way that you will not forget. Very nicely you will reach there. You see what I mean? So urgency is also something very important. Immediacy is something very important. Like when do you want to know the truth? When do you want to be free? You see, this is the point. And your urgency in some way is helping you here. No?
I notice now, Ji. Before I didn't have urgency. How come it's happening now? Is there any something I did or I don't know, Ji?
Maybe your eyes opened up. Because when our eyes are opened, then we can see rain, and we see that urgency to save our stuff from the rain, bring it inside, for example. We can see the ocean also flowing, and we can see save our stuff which is lying on the beach, let's say, isn't it? So, is it urgent now for you there? No, your just eyes are open. No? Observation is the highest tool given to us. Observation, no? Being aware is the highest tool actually. No? But being aware is in service to what? Also is very important. Over the period of many years of sharing, I found out that people are aware, but their awareness of those things is in service to ego. So they are aware, but they are not free. How can you not be free from poison when you are aware of it? Only when you see that it is not poison for you. So anything which is against the ego, somehow ego does not let it be registered as something poisonous. It says it is all right. These things happen. We are okay. We are slowly going to work on it. No? But when it is urgent for you to be free from ego, then regardless of what your mind is saying, you will be able to sense that no, it is in the same flavor. Its flavor is same. Its vibration is same. I don't want this too. You see, it's not the ego which is going to decide. It's not the mind which tells you that this is good or bad. You see what I mean? You feel. You are able to feel. That seems to be the change in you now. That hey, I don't want this thing now anymore. Because there are only basically two things in you. One, the truth, you, life, light, growth, awakening, returning home, being joyful, all of that in one category. Another is ego, suffering, unhappiness, confusions, clutteredness, being stuck, remaining stuck, and everything else. Another category. Like that. You have chosen the category maybe, no? That no, I don't want anything from that category now. You see. Obviously your wisdom will show you so simply. You see. I feel like this. And let's see. Remain alert and you will know. So, thank you. As you can see now, truth is here. Just that we are not here. Truth is always here. No? We just need to learn to be here more now. So good, thank you.
Report something. Last Saturday, I was asking you a question of how to be total of living life. Like I wanted, you share something, and I was very interesting of living life fully, totally. And you shared some understanding for me that you can observe what you're doing, or for example, how I'm doing this during the daily life activities. And I did this practice, and I just wanted to share this. So my main struggle is with the daily life activities, that somehow I have lots of attention to lots of stickiness to the old pattern which I have, like thinking or feelings, something like this. And I cannot control these things. They are automatically going out of me, and it's look like I'm not able to control them, that I'm not boss for them. I feel that I am the workers and they are my boss. And what I did is that all the time when I see that it is a mistake, I stop for some time and try to observe, like what's happened exactly that moment, like second before, why I flow like this, why I got caught up in this. Or before I do some fundamental decision, I also stop for some time had a deep breath and then decide something which is very important for me in this life. So that practice I did, and what I realized that I'm able to, in some decision or in some thoughts process, I'm able to stop and see whole picture and then start to flow. But in some, I'm not able to stop myself. Still some kind of old patterns become caught up in this. But I'm able to see this after. For example, I did a mistake, and after this I'm able to see, oh, that was mistake. That was not nice, how I flow in this situation. So can you share something about it?
Yes. It's a very simple but very important topic, I feel, where many beings are kind of struggling in a way here. No, it's not that they don't want to do certain things. No, it's just that they want to do them better than how they are doing. No? So through spirituality, when we have come to the spirituality, it's not that we will stop living practical life or anything. No, we continue living very nicely, everything, but we just do better. And it's not about adopting other people's way, something called way of the soul or something. No, the way of the soul is what is called the way of the individual right now. Individual is what is the soul in the actuality, reality of life. No, there is no other soul anywhere except the individual is appearing. The soul is appearing as the individual, as thoughts, feelings, emotions, patterns, and everything, isn't it? So now the soul want to improve. What soul should do? The method is observation, but understanding well what is observation. Like what is happening is that the soul which is living as the individual, which includes all the layers of individual, no? Including all the patterns, including all the impulses also, but or reflexes also. No? All of that is what is the individual, and that actually is the soul itself in different parts and pieces, but together one, as one thing only. Now this soul has to refine its patterns, its reflexes, its way of doing things, right? How it should do. One, it should do gradually, like slowly, like observing one thing, a small thing when doing it, or observing after doing it. But what I am saying now is that you already have started observing, but still certain patterns are not uh, stoppable by you. Like that time, as if you totally forget that I am something other than the individualness, individual presence of things. No? That time, you need to be more still inside you. Like choose not to do something that time, just for a moment. This is what it means to stop. Take a break of 5 seconds, let's say 10 seconds. Then I will do it, but after 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. Is going to somehow give you the opportunity to remember again that I am the being who is observing these patterns and also who want to change them, who don't want to let them live in the uncontrollable manner. I don't want to be their employee. I want to be their boss now because I am their boss. You are not the boss of your body mind. You are the body mind. Remember yourself and you will be the boss. This is the point. If you try to be the boss while not remembering who you are, it's not going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. Remember yourself. Be still. Be still observer of let's see what is going on. Simply withdraw yourself from everything. Simply withdraw all of the support from everything that is going on inside you, and only become a observer. Only remaining as a observer only basically means withdrawing the support also. We don't withdraw the support and we say that I am the observer only. No, you are not. If you are an observer of what is going on, you need to make sure that you have fully withdrawn your support also, passive support too, like this. And then you see what happens. Then you will be able to see somehow that mechanism which is causing these things to happen. like light of your being will come in, which will start changing things in the sense that, in a way that they will start happening in the way you want them to happen. Because your command of the soul is not really talking, do this, don't do this. No, no, all of that is not necessary. You can just be aware of what is happening and have an intention inside how you want it to be. Is more than enough a command for those patterns to start changing fundamentally. You see, this is the power of the soul that you are. Do you feel that it was like the action point is clear, that this is what you get out of it, out of this my sharing?
So if I understood you correctly, that I have to continue observing and stop it maybe a little bit more.
Not this continue observing doesn't sound nice to me really, because we are creating a pattern out of it again. No, don't continue observing. Observe when you observe and don't observe when you don't observe. And always there is a time when you don't observe also. Meaning in the initially, so that that strength of the observing remains there. It doesn't become casual. No? You see?
So I don't need to be sad when I'm not able to observe. It is okay sometimes
It's
to...
okay. It's totally okay. You, the soul, will not become anything else if you don't observe anything. Your nature still will remain awareness and truth. No? It's just about working on your structures, working on your body-mind, which is nothing but you only. Out of your intention, this body-mind has been created. And slowly you will wake up that body-mind is myself also. No?
Yes, but what I also wanted to share with you that during this exercise, if I can call like this, I was able to see that, yes, it is true that I'm not anything else. I'm not becoming anybody else that time. It's becoming clear and clear to me that I'm not becoming anything else.
Yeah. So I feel that now I have a clue for you, a pointing for you, that you are not becoming anything else other than who you are, the being, while doing something. This is a good thing. But there is one more step to it. Still the pattern or the thought processes or the activities which are going on, they are happening in the old way still. If you become your thinking also, then only it will transform. No? Don't become the thinker. There is no thinker. You are the thinking. No? So remain as the pure being and then become the thinking when you are thinking. This is what is being total. This is what is being present. No? That you become the thinking. However, hey, becoming the thinking is what is being identified and remaining in the ego, no? Yes, it is. So this is not a message for everybody. This is a message for those who have started living their purity of being. Then they can now allow themselves to become natural now in their thinking. Because now, if you will become thinking, you will bring light of your being into thinking, and that will bring transformation into the in the thinking processes and patterns. No? You see, like do it yourself. Don't leave it on the patterns and conditioning. That's what it means. No, do it yourself. Do it, like as much as you can. Do everything yourself, including thinking, doing, moving. Like this, and slowly the change will happen. So I hope it makes it clear now.
In my understanding that if in my apartments lots of stickers where I noted down, then push this button, then you can get warm bread. Push this button and then you can get this one. So I have to remove all of the stickers and live in my apartment as I want to live, not based on this writing which I put on.
Yeah, I mean, if these writings are working as a command, then yes, remove them. If these writings are working as a information guidance, then there is no need to remove them. So mind has two type of things. One is egoic mind, and another is functional mind. Functional mind is only information and structures which are ready to help you when you want to. When you look at them, they help you. When you don't look at them, they don't. They don't come in front of you all the time. If that sticker is coming in front of you all the time, then it is a egoic sticker. This is not good. This has to be removed. So nobody should give you command. But you can take help when you want. Like a computer, like a supreme computer. It's not a supercomputer. Our mind is a supreme computer, no? When you want, you can just take help from it. When you don't want, don't. No. It should not keep coming in front of you in the form of a thought or a feeling that do it, do it. I think this is the meaning of it. No. So if it is like this, yes, you need to remove it.
Yes, now it is clear to me. Thank you so much. I will again continue and will back to you next Saturday.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. And now you're coming back to Pune, and I'm very much excited for the next retreat. I hope it will happen there because you will be at
Yes,
home.
I'm also feeling that in this month it will happen. No?
Yes, because
In
I
February,
feel
no? Yeah.
in
I
a
hope so.
retreat we leave something more deep and interesting. So
Oh yes, yes. It is basically the same extension of commitment. No? It is the same extension of commitment. Commitment is the key for any growth and transformation and awakening in the direction of truth. Yes, yes. So that is same continuity and commitment. Basically, the essence of it is that. No? Without continuity, change does not happen in the spirituality because what we are trying to do is something very different than what we think we are doing, generally speaking. So it takes long time even to understand what exactly has to be done. That's why continuity is really essential. It's not optional. And retreat provides that continuity. So thank you that you are interested in it. Thank you. Ojas, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Thank you for the meditation on Moji's birthday. I was able to participate, and the last.
How nice! Thank you.
Everything is clear.
Yes. Sometime it got stuck a little bit, but otherwise it's flowing.
Okay. Okay, I'll try again. At the last 1 minute, you suggested, you asked the question. Until then, I was I was separating from body and breath, being aware of it, and knowing myself as separate from it, and also other things like sounds and sights. And at the end, you suggested, is it really two? And it is now possible for me to see myself as the subject of everything else, including thoughts, which are objects. But that really was, blew my mind, like mind blowing, like, oh, not living it yet, but even inquiring that, is it different, myself and everything that I'm able to observe. And it reminded me, I'm staying close to a Zen center, right, in Kodaikanal. So every day they recite this Heart Sutra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. So for the first time it actually struck me like, oh, is it, how is it? So I just wanted to live that with you in a more alive way and see if I can sense it.
Oh. It's a very beautiful sutra, no? Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. I'm already feeling very happy to hear this. Let us live a little bit, because this cannot be just discussed. No? It has to be lived only. Then only we will get some taste of it. No? Taste of the reality of this statement. No? So let us live our body. So our body is a form or emptiness. Very clearly, it is a form. No? Yeah, it's a form. It is a form for whom? I am going to be very immediate, no, for obvious reason. So it is a form for whom? For whom it is a form? Like who I am, for whom it is a form. And what is my form in relation to the form of the body? And when you look now, you will not find your form. Hey, I don't have my own form. I am more like emptiness, who is knowing the form of the body. And now look again at the form of the body. And you will be able to see the form and emptiness both at the same time in the body now. You cannot see both in yourself, the observer. You can see both in the observed. Now the body or the form is form also, and it is emptiness also. It is made of emptiness. And you are emptiness. It is made of you. Every thought, every feeling, everything is made of you, the emptiness, and the intention, the core longing or intention that you have inside. So emptiness can know that form is emptiness also. But the form cannot know that whether the form is emptiness or not. So be that emptiness which you are. Let us be that emptiness which we are truly and originally and always. And then when we look at the form, we feel the form and the emptiness both at the same time. We are talking about right now, by the way. It's not a philosophy. I'm living it and sharing with you, and I'm feeling that, Ojas, you are also living it, and everybody else, welcome. To check whether it is true or not right now. And Ojas, it's not really that kind of revelation which we generally imagine. It is much more simple, like what I call Zen like revelation. Very lightweight, but so profound that no truth reaches to this level. No revelation of truth reaches to this level. The highest revelation of truth. But for very simple, nothing has been changed. Like there is no disturbances happening now because of this in the body, mind, or anywhere. This is what I mean by having a cup of tea. That's what precisely I mean, have a cup of tea. Because the cup of tea is the form. The body is the form. The one who is having it is emptiness. And if this one can be sufficiently present in having a cup of tea, it can know and feel the taste of its own emptiness in the cup, in the body, in the tea. No? Meaning right now, without any other method. Just the only method is being present in the cup of tea, having the cup of tea. No? You are the emptiness appearing as the body right now, as the form right now. No? You are the knower of the form, and you are that which is appearing as the form too. Simple truth, always true. It never becomes untrue. It just needs to be discovered. It is true in everyone, it is true for everyone also. No? But it has to be realized, discovered and realized. No? So I hope it is good for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajee. Yes, again I was able to live it, and again it was mind blowing. Like what? Like how? Thank you. I feel this kind of first living the body and living myself helps to then be able to also come together and seeing the body as myself or emptiness, something like that. I would definitely like to follow up and do this more, experiment and inquire in this more, and then come back to you with more questions maybe.
Yes, yes. Just a note here is that whenever you feel that you are not able to feel this powerful revelation, that time you need to come to the purity of your emptiness more, because it means you are mixed with something, and that something will not let you live the emptiness of the form. Only the emptiness can live the emptiness of the form, not emptiness plus something else. You are emptiness, but mixed with something sometime, many times. And we are not aware of it also. So just always be aware of it whenever you are doing this exercise, this effort. That time you should not be mixed with anything. Generally you will be mixed with everything because you will be thinking, you will be doing something, you will be mixed that time. But the time of meditation, time of satsang, and time of such a revelation, don't be mixed with anything that time. Then you will be able to, for sure, and every time feel it. So good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Raj. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice.
Namaste. Yeah, sorry. First of all, I'm very happy to be here in front of you. I feel that I was here for the first satsang in Goa, and now I'm here for the last satsang in Goa.
That's true. Thank you.
So I feel I have completed a full circle. In between, I was in Pune, but I was always connected to you. My question is an extension of what you were talking to Prajot and right now to Ojas also. So I really want you to tell me something about death, like literally death, not leaving this body and all. This has become too flowery for me. It's like too flowery. And it has become too philosophical, leaving this earth and all that. But want you to be direct to me, like really direct. And I am open for that.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Death is happening to every one of us right now. Death is happening to you right now. So what is happening is, death is nothing but change. But we are not letting that change happen. Meaning, what is ego basically is maintaining a certain version of everything, the favorite version of everything, and not letting that change. Even if it changes, bringing back to that pattern again and again, bringing those memories and reliving those memories and stitching them again and again. So death is happening continuously. Basically, life is taking us to higher life, and for that, death of the present or previous life components inside us have to be flushed out, have to die in a way. Die means change. Like the same material will be used to form the new, but it will be called the death of the previous components of present state of our thoughts and feelings. No? You see? So death is happening. We are just not letting it happen. Resistance to change is what is ego in a way inside. No? So what is it? What is the why ego is limiting everything inside us, or ego is a limitation inside us? Because it is not letting life work on us. Life wants to change things so that we can go to much higher state of consciousness, much higher state of being. No? You see? But it is not, we are not letting it reach there. We are just moving in circles, and we are calling it myself and my life. No? That is what is ego. So death is happening right now. Right now, check, and if you feel that this is death, then you need to see again. But if you feel it is change, and I welcome it, then is there really a death? Actually, no. You will always be here to witness the change. There is no death. There was never any death. There is no death. Absolutely, there is no death. So, I hope that I was direct enough. Please say again if you feel something is not clear.
Yes, yes. But then why is this not bringing any immediacy? It brings momentarily immediacy. That urgency becomes very momentarily when I'm in satsang. But when I'm out, then the
That
daily life happens.
how daily life is nothing but the daily life of ego. So daily life does not happen. It is life. It is daily life for ego. You don't need to be free from daily life. You need to be free from ego for whom it is daily life. No? When it will become life for you, then you will welcome change. As long as it is my life, it will not allow change, which life want to bring. Life is like a river, which is bringing change and everything, nourishment and everything to everything. It's a river of aliveness, which is bringing change to everything. But we are living a dream on top of it, and we are projecting our dream onto it also. So we are able to see the river, but we are not able to accept the actual strength of the river, and we are not allowing the actual strength of the river to change us as much as it need to be. You see?
Yes, I understand what you are saying.
So
Yes.
what is stopping us or limiting us is not somebody else. It is ourself. So we need to find out who we are truly in order to let go of our attachment to this limited self which we take ourselves to be, isn't it? Which is what is basically living something called my life, daily life.
So, how to make this whole life as a meditation so that everything becomes meditation? I don't have to remember myself. I know who I am and I live that who I am that way.
How? For that, I feel 2-3 simple things like a package will help. So one is contemplation. Contemplation should not be seen like what we generally hear about it. Let me explain. Contemplation for me is something very simple, trying to resolve our understandings. Our understandings are very cluttered and they are going against each other, pulling each other and not letting any strength of the understanding be lived inside us. So we need to come to the strength of understandings, and for that contemplation. Like all those understandings which are cluttered, divided, are our weakness when they combine together, not randomly, but in a systematic approach through awareness, by looking deeply into it. They combine together into a very harmonious manner. They become our strength. So this strength is necessary at the mind level through contemplation or through observation of our understandings. Second thing is meditation. We need meditation. Everybody needs meditation. It is not for some people only. Meditation basically is to sit quietly and do not do anything. Why? Because this is the nature of being. To some time not do anything. This is not the nature of being to continuously be involved in thoughts and feelings all the time, or in something called my life all the time. No. Try to understand. It is said that somebody opens a business, let's say, you open a house, business house, no? You open a business where you have some office, some few employees like this, and you have to be busy with them all the time. Like you cannot go to any holidays, you cannot go anywhere, you cannot do anything. You know, the other people who are doing better than this, they will say, hey, this is the incorrect way of doing it. You need to manage it better. In the similar way, our life, our activities, everything that we want to do or enjoy, they should not be so much out of control in this way that we have to keep doing them all the time. They should be in the box when we want to and out of box when we want to use them. No? And meditation will help us in that direction. It will give us a clear exit from everything, clear exit from the compulsiveness, because we are compulsively doing things and we just don't know how to get out of it. Meditation is how to about it. Meditation is that how to. And we need to understand meditation. There are 2-3 steps of meditation. One is fundamental meditation is just sitting, not doing anything, just being here. And it looks very restless, obviously doesn't feel that we can do it really. So for that, before that, we can do something, what I share, just seeing, observing our activities which are going on inside us, but not getting into them. And we have already started kind of coming out of that compulsiveness. And there is another practice which I shared, just seeing, just listening also. It helps. It's a more passive approach towards the same thing. It helps also. So meditation, one thing. Before that, contemplation. Third thing is samagrata, in action. Totality in the actions. How it will help. So when we are doing something, that time we are not holistically doing things. And that is leaving a lot of unfinished business in many, many ways. In the sense of discontentment, in the sense of results also, measurable results, quantifiable result in relation to other people. They remind us, hey, do this, you did not do this work. No. And we also feel that, no, I could have done better. So all of that has become a very strange kind of package of unfinished business in which we are going on continuously and never catching a break also. Like even if when we want to be free from and we are able to be free from this compulsiveness, still there is always a work, some work to be finished. And that all can be managed very well by this approach of samagrata. Like more of you do what you are doing at any point of time, which includes being present. Because we cannot be total in doing something if we are not present in what we are doing. And we will not be present because we are trying to finish the work which has been unfinished for a long time. And that is that circle of ego, where we are trying to continuously finish things which have not been finished. And because of that now, like whole day we try to finish those things which we could not finish yesterday or in all of our yesterdays. But what about today? Today is also bringing some things to do or not? How about them? We will not justify them too, and we will do them in the same way. We are creating more work for us for tomorrow or not. So samagrata will help in this. That no, whatever happened. Now from today, fresh start. I'll try to do everything as much present as I can by being present in this. And you will be surprised that all that backlog or sense of backlog will start disappearing from our system, from our being. We will start feeling very light and present and happy, integrated and, like joyfully interested in doing what life has brought to us. Like, let's see what I can do. And we will feel that strength also. So these are the 3 points: contemplation, or you can say resolution of understandings, meditation, and samagrata, totality. These are the 3 points which will take care of everything actually. Because they all connect to same thing. That same thing is well-being of the soul that you are. In every way. It brings harmony. Harmony between doing and non-doing. Harmony between doing and any sense of doer also that arises. Harmony between doing, thinking. Harmony between doing, thinking and feeling. Harmony between doing, thinking, feeling and being. Like harmony between all the aspect in all the activities. Harmony is the way to freedom. No? And harmony can come through this. No? We are busy because of disharmony. Try to see. And one very surprising thing about harmony is that life is trying to bring harmony. If we can just start by being present and being total in what we are doing, we will be guided from inside how to correct our how to leave the disharmony and adopt the way of harmony more and more. Even this can take care. So I hope it's clear now.
Fine. I feel contented. Thank you so much. Very, very, very eye-opening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I found that using the mind and not living life, for example, cannot produce unhappiness really inside us. It produces unhappiness only when we don't want to live through the mind and want to live life, but we are not able to do it. That unhappiness basically is a form of helplessness, no? And this package will help us in that. Like that. Anna, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste ji.
Again, the whole satsang was so beautiful and leading to my question and my asking for today. So I will try to make it as short as possible. On Guruji's birthday, I was broken into
Oh,
into harmony.
take care of the body. Body is important, no?
I am. It was so conscious through the whole time, through the fall, through the ER. So much presence was there, and understanding, and I knew the second when it happened what it was. I know what the last thought was. Focus on the road was the last thought. And I see what it is. It is bringing the balance in the spiritual practice from too much sadhana and seva and observation and dissolving and all of that to devotion. And if I may ask you to please help me understand devotion on an experiential level, because from what I know about devotion is, or like how normally I would understand devotion is like trust and surrender, but all of that is there because there is trust, there is choosing appropriate activities and actions and words and all of that, but there must be something that is beyond that also, and beyond burning incense and singing mantras and all of that, which what normally one would understand as devotion. And
the last statement was not clear to me.
It must be beyond the burning incense and singing mantras and what normally I would understand as devotion and like this just trust. I do trust. I choose appropriate actions and I'm very much in satsang and in sadhana and so on. But this full devotion must be beyond all of that. And if you can help me, I know it from just softness and receptiveness, and it happens very, very rarely. It is time maybe for me also to leave the spiritual practice on that level that I'm used to, that I'm that I practice to something completely different. It is very funny, just one last thing is, it happened on my right hand. So I'm using my left hand a lot. And when I was a kid, I lived at a time where using left hand for things was, they would teach you out of it because it was not considered as normal. And it is very natural to me to use my left side, to use my left hand. And I'm realizing this now, but I'm also realizing that I was so forgot about it and just was trusting only what I have been taught into. And yeah, it's very funny. So it must be natural, the devotion, but yeah, please help. Thank you.
My Guru, my beloved Lord will help us all here. No? Let us see. I clearly see that devotion as a tool, as a method, as a path also. No, many things are there. No? You mentioned about few of them also, and they are very effective in different ways, in different times, for different people. No? But what you are talking about is more completion of devotion in a way, or immediacy of devotion that you are talking about. So I'm going to talk about a very specific, you know, a specific way into devotion, no? Not the whole of devotion. No? We will look into it in a very specific part of it. No? Because devotion basically is the whole thing, whole life is devotion. Everything is connected in one way or the other to the devotion. So I will not be talking about all of it, but very immediate, like something about immediacy of devotion. Let's look at it. So, for the devotion to be immediate, the devotee first need to be present. Not continuously, but constantly. Continuously means trying to be present. This devotee who is trying to be present is not ready for immediate devotion. Immediate devotion means the feeling and living the presence of God immediately. No? For that, a devotee has to be constantly present, and for that sadhana as necessary will be done. But let us say now the devotee is constantly present, meaning constantly for the duration of the immediate devotion, no? Whether it is 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, no? Like right now. So you are constantly present. This is from where devotion begins. Because our own being, our own sense of being, our own sense of existence, when lived constantly, even for few minutes, no? Seconds and few minutes, immediately a sense of devotion arises inside us. Immediately and always. Immediately and always. Sense of devotion arises. It is just a certain depth of the being that is lived. As soon as we are able to live that depth, or as soon as we are able to live deeply, you know, that this constant being that we are, the devotee that we are, devotion arises inside us. Devotion is like this. We feel blessed. I'm feeling blessed to exist, to be here, to be alive. Blessed means what? Towards what? Like feeling thankful somehow, feeling grateful somehow. Towards what? That is God. And this is the most immediate experience of devotion. And we are free to experience it as many times as we want in the day, or all the time also. But it is connected to the constantness of the devotee, or devotee's being, you can say. No? Because in the body mind, the devotee is continuously there. No? It's not about continuity of the thoughts and feelings. It's about the one who is actually saying that I want to be devoted, the soul. When the soul is constant and here and living its own truth, without fail, 100% time, every time, it will feel that blessedness. That is the beginning of the devotion here, which is the basically taste of God, taste of the Supreme. No? So soul has two options. One is to go out, and one is to remain as you are. When we remain as we are, because we cannot go in, nobody can go inside. There is no going in method or door given to the soul. We can either go out or we can just remain as we are. And as you are able to remain as you are, that door which is inward opens up. That's the first thing that came out from here is sense of blessedness. Like I'm so blissful, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy that I am. Why you are like this? I don't know that. You know, you will not say that I know why. No, all of that is connecting to the mind again. That's not really that immediacy of devotion here. Immediacy of devotion is the purity of devotion also in a way, between you and the Supreme now. Not between you and your mind and your thoughts and your feelings or your actions. No, all of that has its own place and will serve its purpose or has served its purpose in some way. Now, the purity of devotion in a way, beyond the thoughts, beyond the feelings, beyond the actions, beyond the mind, beyond everything, between the soul and the Supreme only now. No? And if we cannot feel this blessedness, we are not constantly present in the being yet. We are imagining. So this devotion is not only the reward, not only the blessing of my Lord on every soul, but it is also a guidance, it is also a sign to save us from false state of the self. Because there are many false states of the self created by the mind. And live right now. Right now live. What I am saying, I am living right now also. So live right now. And every one of you, welcome to live. Remember constantness of your being. Do not focus on the continuity of thoughts and feelings, life and activities. Focus on the constantness of the one who is knowing all of it. You. No? Like this. This is the method. And just remain devoted to your own self first, to your own soul first, no? And your soul knows how to devote itself to the Supreme Soul, no? Our soul knows the devotion to the Lord. Every soul has been given that has a seed inside, no? Every soul knows how to pray internally, no? Like this, without words and anything. But it is all very internal. No, it is all very, very internal, without activities, without movement, without thoughts, without body, without any external things also. It is where you start at the point of feeling constantness of your being, which is more also a crystallization of your being. No, you are a very crystallized presence here when you are constant. And as soon as this blessedness opens up from inside, you will start melting again, but this time not outside, not into the thoughts and feelings that, oh, I got caught up in the thought, that's why I am not feeling my presence again. No, this time internally. Feeling clearly your presence as much as you can, but this time melting inward, melting into something higher than you, higher than the soul. Whenever you, the soul, is melting into the Supreme internally, you will not be able to feel your constantness, but you will still feel the constantness of something else, no? That something else is the taste of God. A kind of a blessing, no? It's a blessing, grace of God, light of God here. And it is here right now. Not that, tomorrow. No tomorrow. No next moment, right now. But it can be felt or lived in your absence, but not your absence from yourself into the mind, but your absence from yourself into the Supreme. You see? So the method is very clear. Don't lose yourself into the mind. Lose yourself into the Supreme, inside your own heart, inside your own being. No? So that's why being constantly who we are, remaining as who we are, is essential for this immediate devotion. No? Because you, the soul, either will spend yourself out into the body, mind, thoughts and feeling, or you will spend in, no? Like this. Only one of the two. No? So are we fine? If not, tell me.
Um, what comes as the only something that pulls me out is the identification with the observer.
Yeah.
As in a way that if there is no observer, I don't know how to explain. If there is no observer, there is no soul in a way, there is no me. And then this kind of fear to, if I will stay godly in a way, I don't know how better to explain. If it's not to get lost in a way, you know?
No, there's a way here. If there is no observer, there is no soul. In a way, it is true actually. But you don't need to be free from being observer. You just need to be free from being a personal observer, individual observer. Be the true observer that you are. Be the true soul that you are. Live the essence of your being. And then you will find that I am a observer. I am observing. Like I am the witness of the light of God. You will say like this. Inside you, you will say, I am the witness of the light of my Lord. And I am so dancing out of in devotion, in this devotion now. You will say like this. But you will say, I am only a observer. I am only a witness. I am not a somebody who does something. He is doing everything. I am only observing. No, I am the cup in which he is filling himself and drinking out of it. I am not here anywhere. I am just only witnessing this whole thing. But you are not an individual observer anymore now here. Just purify your state, that's all. You don't need to lose yourself. You will not be found soon in the light of God. No? This is the point. Nobody has to lose themselves. Nobody can lose the soul, by the way. Externally, we cannot lose the soul. Internally, we don't need to. We are not found in the light of God. In the light of God, we are just not found, but we are supremely, supremely happy. Like, oh my God, thank you. And I'm not here. Meaning you also know now that what do you mean by I am not here? When I am here but not here. I don't have a weight. I don't have any form now. I have no qualities, no intention, no direction. I don't want to go or come or do anything now anymore. You are like this pure awareness. You are like this pure witness of the light of God shining, filling the cup. Another way of looking at the same thing is that as you remain in this constantness of your being, without getting engaged with anything, your being somehow becomes like a still mirror. And then that who exists looks at it, observes, appreciates into it its own reflection. And in that view, you are not found. This is what is the end of the false self actually. This is the end of the devotee self. And it is the revelation of the true self or God's self. So just make yourself still being, like this. Or make yourself constant being. Make yourself means remain here. Your being will become still. Are we fine like this for now?
It's very beautiful. I feel very, very grateful.
Thank you.
And I can see that just as we remember ourselves on the outside, like we are reliving this, instead of this constant death, we are reliving this on the outside, the same way it's on the inside. I was like reliving this learned way of being internally somehow, and thank you. Thank you.
Slowly we are learning that it is a learned way, meaning this is not the way. And that's when the way is presented, we are able to go for it. No? So all that training is not a waste, really. It is like learning what is not the way. Learning what is not the right way also, no? Is very important. When we have not learned all those ways which are not the right way, one of them can present itself to be the right way, no? And we will be caught up in it for some time. And it will not give us result, and we feel, oh my God, why? What is wrong? Scientists are much more simple people about it, and seekers need to be a little bit like this. They know it means it is not the method, right method, no? They are not frustrated, oh my God, what is happening, for how long I will do sadhana? As long as you succeed, you don't succeed, that long you do sadhana, no? Like don't everybody know this already? You see what I mean? Very strange kind of questions and confusions seekers are bringing, you know. You know, the person is the asleep state of the soul. In the person, soul is sleeping. In the soul, Supreme Soul is sleeping. When the Supreme Soul wakes up, there is no soul. When the soul wakes up, there is no person. So this is, Anna, when Supreme Soul is waking up in us now. No. That no soul is found, no? Thank you. It's very, very nice. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to explore with you this truth. Anna, thank you. This taste of my beloved, even little bit of it, and we will forget all of our sadhana, their goals. We will actually, please don't mind anybody, we will forget even enlightenment and all those things. Like for what? For what? The soul is on a journey of completion in the form of the soul. No? The journey of soul basically is the journey of completion, and this is the supreme completion. Even for few seconds, soul also knows there cannot be higher completion than this. Whenever it happens, soul knows that. That's why soul is not looking anywhere now in these moments. No? Soul in a way becomes frozen and supremely active at the same time. No? Like supremely alive, like supremely dead and supremely alive at the same time. No? Like dead as the doer, thinker, decision maker. No? Alive as just being. No? Just being. Because this being, even this being is not ultimate. This being is also created to live the light and the taste of the Lord. This aliveness that you feel in your being is the taste of God actually. Your particles that you are made of, no? The presence that you are made of, this light, this life that you feel in them is the taste of God actually right now. How close is the taste of God, but how subtle. Every particle of your presence is emitting that light of God, that taste of God. No? But don't taste yourself as individual for individual purpose. No, tasting yourself with the attitude of devotion, for the purpose of tasting the Supreme, then it reveals its truth. That the soul is only a form. Soul is only a form. And this form is emitting, is releasing that taste of the Lord and the light of Lord in itself. No? So very, very good. Thank you. Sudhanshu, you wrote, Namaste Rajee. I am thankful for having your blessings in this life. My query is, while being in practical life, why it is tough to deal with emotions of people who are near ones, family persons in individual life, feelings as if more energy is taken away in being with them. Sometimes you feel so weakened, drained, that such indisposition sometimes makes so weak emotionally that we feel difficult to deal with other individuals on course of time. How to deal with it? Thank you very much. We need to understand, Sudhanshu, here the strength or the strong state of the individual and the weakness or weak state of the individual here. Because it is the individual who is dealing with other individuals, no? Isn't it? So, generally, as a person, we are living in a weak state of ourselves. That weak state promotes the weakness in us and in others. And because of that, if their force of the magnetic force of emotions is stronger than us, they are able to drain energy from us, no? Like this. Like in this situation, if we are in a weaker state, but their circle of egoic, magnet is stronger, then they will be able to pull some energy from you. Or even if they don't take the energy from you, energy goes away from you. Because it is not necessarily that people are trying to drain us or suck our energy. Some people might be doing, I don't know that, like, we hear about such people, no? But mostly not. Most of the people are not really trying to drain anybody. They're just trying to do their own business. They're just trying to live their own life, no? So, but we get drained. So we get drained is where we should focus on, not they are draining us. I feel, because this otherwise will become a personal outlook again, which itself is a draining of energy of this for the soul. So if you want best practice, I would say this is the best practice, that somehow make yourself more undivided individual, which cannot be divided easily. You will be divided. The soul cannot be. Soul is undividable in a way, but you will be divided as individual, but less dividable, and less dividable and less dividable. How? By being clear. What is the work that I am doing? What is my outlook towards life? All those internal understandings and emotional feelings connected to it, when they get more resolved, then we become a more resolved individual, more integrated individual, and less dividable. Division basically happens not because somebody is throwing some stone at us or shooting arrows or using a sword or something. No, division inside us happens because of our two part of ourselves are looking at the same thing differently, having difference in opinions inside ourselves about the same thing. Part of ourselves says this is a nice person, another part of ourselves this is not. So what this poor person has to do with this? It is all inside ourselves, no? You see. So if we can resolve these two opinions into one, and doesn't matter whether it's a nice person or like, it will nice or not nice basically will be based on your use case, your state, how life flows, whether it is fitting in that flow or not. So whether it's fitting or not, like this. But you will not care about the other person so much now. If it is not fitting, thank you, namaste. If it is fitting, then okay, let's do something, work together. So I feel resolving internally is much more important. And then let's say we meet even somebody who is actually draining something from us. They will not be able to drain so easily, because you are not in a drainable state anymore. So this weak state is more draining because of divisions inside us, not because of some magnet outside. No, I would like to look at it like this: contemplation, meditation, samagrata. This is that package. No? For this too, for this also. Solution is actually one. Methods are more or less same. We just need to do it. And what we are generally doing is the easier way. But easier way is not useful. No? So I hope, Sudhanshu, it has made it clear. Thank you. What I shared with you is a fundamental approach towards it. However, your question in the end, how to deal with it, it also indicates a little bit that how to deal with it in the moment. I feel in the moment, if you are feeling being sucked by something, and let's not blame anybody. First of all, let's stop blaming. And focus on your breath. Take few breaths, 5 breaths, 3 breaths. Like focus on yourself. You will not be able to, because you will feel I'm being drained. No, focus on yourself again. Breath, 5 breaths. And then afterward, like after this 5 breaths, you have cleaned yourself a little bit. Then do heart breathing. It will bring you back into the heart, where lot of energy is waiting for you to feel rejuvenated and strong. Like this. Like you will create a circle within yourself now. Heart breathing basically is going to create a circle within ourselves. And now, as soon as you are able to create circle within yourself, you cannot be drained by anything. So in the moment, immediately, nobody need to know this. You can just keep doing hard breathing. I think you know the hard breathing, how to do it. So thank you. For the immediate fix also, it can help. Yatri, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee. Can you hear me?
I can.
Thank you. It's very precious what you have shared with several participants, and each and every sharing is somehow reiterating several facts, but I see that even though I have ears, I could not hear so many things, and
I think it's natural because the satsang which are happening, the sharing which are happening are so rich actually. No, it's very natural. Even if when you are very attentive and very open for living the truth, it's very natural.
yeah, and what you are sharing with Anna about devotion, it really it's so beautiful and enriching.
Oh yeah, it is so beautiful.
So nice, so sweet, and so I don't have any words, and the depths of your being, and it was all encompassing, and yeah.
The beautiful thing about this is that it is always here. This is available to all of us. So devotion is not really in this immediate devotion that we lived is not really so much of a thing to do. It is more like returning home. Because once we start tasting the presence, the light, the fragrance of Lord, we will not like any other taste really. Doesn't mean that we will stop living life, but we will lose interest, that excessive interest, attachment that we have. So almost unconsciously or in a way intentionally, the soul is avoiding this living of this truth. Because it knows that as soon as it lives, it will be end. And it is all right. It is going to continue like this. It will continue avoiding for quite some time. But during this time, soul doesn't need to suffer. Soul can still be very joyful. Maybe not as supremely joyful as it will be in the light of my Lord, but it can still be so very joyful, much more joyful, and every day more joyful than yesterday. Like this. And towards those that direction, all the other sharings happen, discussions happen. Like, I want to share with you something, Yatri, that there are two things. One is like a pull of the ego, pull of the thoughts and feelings, like a compulsiveness to do something. We can see it like addiction of the soul. And without that, when we are not touched by that, when we are when we have transcended that for a moment only, then the soul is just here. We are just here. Very lightweight, like very light in a lightweight manner, not struggling, trying to be present or something. Just very relaxed. And somehow you feel something here. And that something can be, let me observe my thoughts, my feelings, my body, my life, my understanding. Let me feel my being. Or anything else, and it's all going to be so smooth and so simple. It's not like, oh my God, I have to do this and I don't know how to do it, or I'm trying and I'm not succeeding. No, none of those things really. All of that is happening just because of being caught up in the addiction of ego, while we are trying to do that which is not possible from that state. First, get out of that state into that right state from where that is possible, which you demand to do from life. No? So, struggle of life is not really the plan of life in one sense. Challenges are fine, but this struggle of bitterness is absolutely not necessary. Meditation, contemplation, samagrata, they are a method, in a way, package in itself to get back that mastery. That I will not be pulled. I will choose to do work in my life, practical life, thinking and everything, but not without my will. No. And then when you will be just sitting and not doing anything just for some time, even between the two projects, let's say, even between the two tasks in the office, let's say, you will feel so happy. Like even if we can feel the taste of our own being, it can make us so joyful for rest of the day that we will work like anything. If all the management of all the companies know this secret, no? They will do everything to make you do meditation. Because we become very creative, like we have a lot of creative force, energy after meditation, whenever we succeed. Even when we don't succeed, we feel peaceful. No? Mind becomes peaceful. Even then, mind is very good. No? Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I wanted to extend the topic of what Madhaviji discussed with you, but now after laughing, I feel like discussing the topic of death by laughing is just making somehow think so non-serious that
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. First, laugh nicely.
somehow it is socially unacceptable, but it is, yeah, odd situations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not fully understanding what you're saying, but there must be something funny that you are saying.
no, like sometimes you also say that some people are saying some serious things, and inside you are laughing, and you somehow you see
Like
that.
that.
Yeah. So here also, like I wanted to discuss death, and now I am somehow social norm is that I am supposed to be serious, and I am
Like
feeling
that.
so much laughter.
I know. Yeah. No, but to discuss death, maybe it makes sense what you're saying socially, but to live death, it's all right to be laughing. To live that means to live the truth that death is not there. What can be better than laughing? No? Not being casual, but just being available to live the truth. Because the fiction of death is connected to attachment, identification. The remedy to that is encounter with the truth of who we are. No? And truth of body, mind and everything. No? Truth of change, truth of time, truth of life. No? And all of this, by the way, surprisingly available in the present. All of it at once, like in bulk, all of the truth is available in the present. No? All of it. Like no truth can escape from the present. And no truth can be caught anywhere else also. It's a simple pointing. No? Be in the present and know the truth and live the truth. Whatever is our outlook, confusion, question will be answered here. They, like the funny, you can say a little bit on a lighter note, it is possible that you are present here and you have a question about death, and that question may die actually. You feel, oh, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Because sometimes question may survive also. No? Because when you are ready to meet the truth of death, that time this question will survive. It is not the question that survives, it is the quest that survives in the questioner, no? Isn't it? Like how deep it is, how urgent, how important. No? When it is important, urgent, deep, how it will go away. Even if you remain in the present, it will remain. No? Present is an environment for discovering, living the truth, not removing anything except dream. In the present, only dream is not found. Absolutely everything is here. Only one thing is not here: dream. No? Dream or dreaming is not here. No? So thank you. So all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Rajee, this veil, this dream, this illusion, somehow I want to see beyond that illusion, but I cannot. Then I resort to living life in a postponement and delay, and not in present and in immediacy. So it somehow, it is just my sharing. So it has become somehow unconscious lifestyle, and even though I want to see beyond this veil of illusion, the postponement takes away the beauty of this present moment, this gift which Satsang provides, and in daily life somehow the touch of Satsang is somehow lost at some extent. But yes, I wish, or I wish to have that fragrance and touch of Satsang in daily life.
No, it's a very beautiful desire you have, no? And I will share a little bit. Maybe it can help in some way. You wish to see beyond it. Let's say beyond means beyond this room in which you are put up. If you wish to see something beyond this room in which you are, you should start seeing within this room first. This is what is self-awareness, or awareness of thoughts and feelings, awareness of ourselves, our patterns, our way of looking, our desires, or this is what is also contemplation actually. Like resolving our own understandings within ourselves, meaning within the room. Like make room within the room first. Because even if there is a window just in front of you, but there is so much furniture that you cannot reach there. No. Or even if you try to reach, your desire, which is not so strong yet, dies already. Like that energy is lost in the way. Because there is too much furniture. Like it is difficult, to reach to the window. So make it easier for you first within yourself, while this not only will make the room more roomy and systematic and walkable, so that you can easily reach to the window and see beyond the room, but also it will strengthen your desire to see beyond the room also. No? So this is what we should do really. Because otherwise, if you keep sitting in this room and don't change anything in this room, or don't change anything in you, then you will just keep doing daydreaming. That you will keep imagining that one day I will see outside of this window, beyond this room. No? This is not going to help. No, it is much better to be unhappy that I am caught up in this room, and that will take you out of this room very soon. Aware and unhappy. No. So that's what it means to be aware of how we are right now. We think that I have to find some way to not feel the hell that I'm living in right now. Let's say if somebody feels I'm living in hell as the ego, no? In the ego. No, we don't need some kind of drugs to ignore it. We need awareness to see that it is really hell, to get out of it. It is really true, Yatri, that when we see our mistake, when we become aware of our mistake, we will not make it. We will not make this mistake. So see well, let us see well what is happening within this room, beyond which we want to see something. Because maybe there are many nice things in this room which we have not seen yet, just saying. And maybe our timing for seeing something beyond it is not there yet. But our timing is for seeing within the room, but we are missing that or not. You know. So that's why it is really very important to utilize the present time. Wherever we are, how we are right now. Adding more awareness to it, more consciousness to everything. In general, not specifically also. Meaning some technique is fine, but in general becoming little more conscious than usual, little more conscious thinker, little more conscious understandings, and they start resolving within themselves. Like we feel that I'm not certain about something, whether I should do it or not. This is basically a understanding which is not resolved nicely, has a solid understanding. And that basically is the presence of some unconsciousness or absence of consciousness. As soon as the consciousness will come here, that okay, so how exactly I'm feeling? Do I really want to do it or not? This fogginess just merges and comes into a very nice braided, thread, braided, rope. Very clear, yes or no, or where it goes and what it is. So bringing consciousness to the mind level is a very, very useful activity. And we are caught up in the mind basically. Room means mind. This room is the mind. So thank you. I think it's very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Rajee, and also your general understanding and instructions related to the Prabhat Shuddhi, stretching and pranayama. These are also quite helpful somehow to come out of mind and
They are.
live more intelligently. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
correct.
Thank
Very
you.
correct.
Yeah.
What you're saying. Because what is happening somehow is that we kind of want to do something as we start our day. We want to do something, but some strange feelings, some strange energy, some strange thoughts inside us that they are eating our energy continuously. They are sucking our blood continuously, and we are not able to focus on what we want to know, even if we are clear about what we want to do today. And there, Prabhat Shuddhi helps a lot. It deals with those things for you, so that you don't have to deal with them when you are doing the work. You can focus on the work that you want to do. Work could be any work, practical life or spiritual work. So Prabhat Shuddhi definitely helps, as you said very correctly, in more intelligently and more integrated, like a composed and crystallized being. More and more every day. More and more every day. So good. Thank you.
I just wanted to quickly come in front of you. I want to take this opportunity of the last day.
Say more. It's nice to hear you.
So I wanted this meeting to continue. I wanted to hear more from you. And one more thing before I forget, I won't be able to express my gratitude. I've tried many times, but really, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you to GOC team. Thank you to God that I'm here. Thank you, thank you.
True. That I also feel thankful to the team. No, yeah, they did very well managed. No? Like this. It's natural for us to feel thankful. You know, because what we understand, see, live, and in a way unbecome also that ego. No, it is so much more than the time that is spent and energy that is given in these things. No? That we feel thankful. No? Yeah. I'm very, very happy that it is helping. It helped and it worked very well. No? Thank you. Deepa, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for this entire month filled with your blessings.
Thank you that you could join and you could see the benefit. No.
Yes. I'm going through this book right now, The Law of One, the Raw Contact. There they talk about, it's a book written in 1980s. So they talk about free will, the concept of free will. And what I've observed is that, we take freedom so wrong in a way, at the same time being an observer also in the wrong way. So it should be opposite of it. Like we should give more freedom to others, at the same time giving it to ourselves, showing it a free will. It's for everyone. And we should observe our thoughts and our intentions rather than more than observing other people. Is it right? Please share more about it.
I cannot say right or wrong, but it is very beautiful what you are saying. Very loving and kind. Like definitely it is better version of the other version which is more personal and yeah. Very beautiful. Like I felt very happy and to hear this what you are saying. How nice is it? Like why we are not looking at it like this also? First of all, let us live this free will for others too. No, I feel it's a very correct version. First of all, it's not really just wishful thinking or loving expression. It's a correct version in the direction of in non-dual understanding of life or realizing that life is non-dual. Because free will basically is indicating that I can do whatever I want to. When you will be doing whatever you want to, what others will be doing that time? They will be doing something else or no? They will do something to protect. So it means they also have some free will. So free will, my free will versus others' free will, we will have to analyze that the strength and overall where it is and what it is, and that's what you are saying, that everybody has free will, no? Then do really anybody has free will? No. Not really. It's a collective life, collective being, collective living, no? Nobody has free will or no free will, like this. So it is like this. The body mind is connected to their own realms, you can say, physicality, element and everything. No? So there is no such thing as my body really. Who is saying that this is my body? Earth, if Earth says, Sun says, wind says, water says, space says, this is my body, makes sense. Yes, it is their body, not your body. Thoughts, feelings, all of them are connected to their realms. All of our bodies are bodies of those realms actually, not my body, no? And what about myself? The one self says, this is myself. Even that is not myself. You see the funny part of life. So, what free will and whose free will we are talking about here? You see? In the thinking, anybody can talk anything they want, no? It's not going to really be so fundamental. No. Let's come to the taste of our own body, mind, being, breath, and then let's talk about the same thing. No? Then still do those things have appeal? Still those things have any significance? Not really. When we are not touching the truth and just thinking, that time many things can happen like this. So philosophically, or you can say conceptually, this is like okay. But otherwise, what you are saying will make more sense. It's very, very loving and very. It's a way of the being to look at things that hey, I am, but you are also, no. So it's very good, I feel. You said something else also, which
I was talking about being an observer. So,
observer.
yeah, what I have seen is that we waste a lot of energy on observing others rather than giving. So, free will and freedom and observation can exist simultaneously if we give them a chance. So, it's like if the other person has a free will to talk, let them talk. At the same time, observing your reactions to whatever they're talking or the intentions. I hope you get it what
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, observation is primary and fundamental power we have, no? Observation. Because of not observing enough, because of not being aware enough, no? We are believing things to be other than how they are. And because of that, many confusions come. And we feel that I have free will or I don't have. Both are beliefs. The truth is something beyond both. No? And so is the truth of observing. No? But the truth of observing can be revealed by observing, not by thinking. No? But by observing not only this truth, but more deeper truth will also be revealed. No? I'll start with a kind of a direct revelation first, and then we see. One of my spiritual teacher, he said that this is one life, and there is only one observer of this life. That's all. No explanation, nothing after that. He said. I said okay, like this. So where does it fit now in this? Start by observing not only others, but your own thought and feeling also. No? Let us start here. What will happen? You will actually start becoming aware that I am actually more of an observer than of a thinker of my thoughts. More of an observer than the doer of my doings. More of an observer than the experiencer of my experiences. And as soon as you will start discovering your observer nature, your observer or awareness being, that's from where the other part opens up. What we experience today in devotion is the same thing actually. In the observation, in the purity of awareness, it is found that actually I'm not so much of a local observer. My meaning, I'm not really I have not been assigned this particular body, mind, and this. Just observe this. Like it's not much more. It's not really my, in one sense. Either everything is mine or nothing is mine. This kind of clarity is lived inside. It happens inside us occasionally when we are in the purity of observer. And this is where it is revealed that actually there is a one observer, not many. That observer self, observing everything. It is observing from inside out. It is observing from outside in too. And this will be the end of this kind of exercise for me. I feel this should be the end of it, where observer becomes one, awareness becomes one. No? Now it is not my observer or your observer. My thought, your thought, yes, it is locally there. But my observer, your observer, no. Observer is one. Observing is one also. Awareness is one, and the one who is aware is also one. It will be found like this. I just extending what you said. I hope that it help. It is you are enjoying it.
Definitely, and it's so true that it becomes one at the same time.
Yeah, it is actually. It doesn't really become one at the same time. It always is one at the same time. It is making all the effort to not be felt as one. Those efforts are keeping it in the experience that we are separate. That's why the core method of spirituality is not really a doing, it's a non-doing. To return to the truth. In any one of us, when the call comes, feeling there, I want to return to the truth, then we choose not to do anything. And like this, our engagement with that faculty which produces duality or dualistic experience, that we will withdraw ourselves from it, and so our dualistic experience also disappears. Then some other experience appears in place of that, of the whole view of life, everything included, I, me, you, and everyone. That is non-dual experience and view of life, no? Like this. So through effort, through attachment, we are able to live the duality out of the same non-duality. And when we stop making that effort, we simply live that reality of the one non-dual being, where the observer is one. It's almost like about zooming out. It's about zooming out more. The more we zoom in, the more divided we are. The more we zoom out, the more we reveal that it is revealed that we are not so divided. So thank you. It's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also wanted to say thank you for all the sharing and your presence here. And very short report I wanted to give, how I have been feeling that the sharing has been very actual and very much real and much less conceptual. So I can clearly see, what you mean when you say that there's a energy which is going in the mind and the garbage that is floating there, and what happens when I focus, like zooming out on my heart and the breathing and the meditations, and I see that play so clearly. There's no confusion that, oh, what is this, and it's very much experienced.
How wonderful, how wonderful. Thank you. with you, in your presence, I felt also that you are living it immediately and connecting. Like including yesterday also, we were sitting in the evening. It was felt like it. Yeah, it's very good because we don't really need to so much search for truth. It is everywhere, and the closest point of living the truth is you, your own self. No? But we are, rather than trying to live who we are trying to think who we are, trying to, define who we are, and also in service to that ego which we are in the mind. So is our effort, spiritual sadhana and effort in service to awakening and freedom from ego. And generally we don't realize that it is not actually in the beginning. It is more serving that same circle of ego only. But I'm very happy that that you are out of it in a way, or you are not attending it at least. No? Because this is pure life that you are tasting. This is pure life, it's pure truth. It doesn't need to be defined in this way that, hey, this is being, or this is your being, or my being, or this and that. No, it's truth. It tastes always joy, bliss, true. Its taste is truth, no? Bliss. You don't really feel that when you are living the truth like this, you don't really feel, oh, I am eternal. No, you just don't feel anything basically. Neither you feel I am eternal, nor you feel I am dying, going to die. Both disappear. Something else, third. That third is basically timelessness in a way. Timelessness of who we are, and timelessness of life also actually. Try to see. What we are right now is a form made of life. The being that we are is made of something. And that something does not die, does not go anywhere. My form may change, my soul may change, but the material my soul is made of does not die anywhere. It always remains here. And living this truth is so joyful. Not joyful tomorrow. Not joyful for any reason also. Like, hey, joyful because I was searching for joy. No, it's just joyful. Even if you were not searching for it. Hey, it's joyful, yeah. Why you are joyful? Then you cannot tell why you are joyful. I don't know why I am joyful. I am. That's why I am joyful. No, like this. So this which exists is its nature is joy. You are that. No? You are that. Every one of us is that. No? Meaning every one of us is that right now. It is fine to live in the play. It is part of the excitement, but not going too far from our nature that we stop living the joy. As soon as we stop living the joy, that's where we feel lost. So let's remain in touch with our own heart and soul and play everything as you feel, as you are destined to play. Then we are safe in a way. We are safe. And by the way, even when we are not living the joy of our own being, even then we are not lost really. We become lost after we get panic. The soul becomes panicked. Oh my God, I am suffering. Where is the path? Where to go? It is searching. When it searches, that time it is lost. Before that it is not lost, even if it is suffering. As soon as it moves means moves in the wrong direction, then it is lost. So we are lost in our own journey, not in some other journey that we are doing. We have to stop doing that journey which is false if we don't want to be lost any further. No? That's what it means. Stop. Stop means stop extending that wrong direction into that wrong direction. So thank you. It's very, very good to live this truth with you and to have you here. Thank you.
Also, the sense of stress is not there when I see, okay, I'm out and I'm not so much connected right now. That sense of stress or anger is not there. It's simply that, oh yeah, this is happening, let me come back. It's more actual. It's like, it's become less, you know.
I feel it's very good. Why I'm laughing? Because I remember saying this to you before. I'm very happy that after a few attempts we succeeded. This actual is what is the taste of truth. Now whatever happens in this is only going to taste like a freedom, like a expansion, like a oh, spaciousness, like a roominess, not clutter, not claustrophobic, not not clutter. What happens doesn't matter here. It basically tastes same, but not same also. It's like everything in the water tastes like water in the ocean. No? But there are many things which are made out of water which have gone quite far. Using the sun and the air, they have transformed them into something very different. But still, they are actually made of the ocean and water only. No? So that's why searching for truth not a good idea, because it is everywhere in everything. It is everything. Everything of our body, mind is truth, for example. Where to begin? How about stop searching? Begin with yourself, why you are searching. What are you searching for? Who are you? These are actual genuine questions to be asked before we start living the truth. Not that they are going to serve some agenda of some so-called mind and identity. Genuinely stopping, like, what exactly is going on? What exactly I am doing? Where I am trying to go through searching? So it's all very, very good. Thank you. I'm very happy. Madhvi, you said that you asked that can we make our daily life, everything of our life, a meditation, and in that direction I said something a little bit, but I can maybe we can live again in the end, then we end this meeting. No? But what I mean by this is that meditation basically can be defined like this in this context. Meditation simply means you being present. No. And if you are present in what you are doing, this is meditation. Now the activity is going to become secondary, but the outcome of it will be now same. But that outcome will be a certain calmness, peacefulness, joyfulness, and a sense of truthfulness about everything. And that truthfulness in the experiencer is basically what makes the experience very amazing, joyful. It is not that that experience has to be true or false, or no experiences are true or false, by the way. Let's say there are experiences which are produced by our beliefs inside us. No, inside us there are experiences which are being produced by our beliefs. There are experiences which are being produced by our conditioning of the energy also. No, then there are experiences external to us. Then there are experiences combination of both, external and internal. Or, no. So are they true or false? They are not true or false. They're just what they are. So when we live things as they are, that's what is meditation. And the method is present, being present where we are. Not being present in a certain way that I want to reach somewhere called self or something. Very simple, keeping it simple. That it makes sense to devote myself more of myself to what I'm doing right now. And if by habit we will feel no, I have to think about something which I was thinking, or I have to think about something which where I have to go, or something like that, we should observe how much is okay. And we will find that no, not so much is necessary. then you may choose to do the activity as holistically as you can, and still it will require very less of you to do it, because that activity does not require all of you. Then rest of you can just be here. Rest of you just here, present, enjoying your being and observing yourself doing something. You see? This what we are talking about is that non-dual view of two birds. First bird doing something, continuously doing something. Second bird only present and observing. You see how close the truth is. So there is that practical guidance or kind of direction for reaching to the ultimate truth of life. And slowly observing that why I am thinking in the past and future. Let me focus on what I am doing. Or let me just relax also. Like this, not doing anything slowly start becoming clear to us. That not doing anything is my natural state. It's not about whether I have to remain in this state or not. There is no such thing as remaining in meditation. No. Meditation is a way or understanding that we practice to come back to our natural state. No? So natural state, you are present in your natural state, and portion of you, of your energy, doing something as holistically as you can, because you see there is no point in thinking about past and future right now. When necessary, I will think about past and future also. And this is what is the true state of being. No? So this is a very practical guidance, and it can slowly, gradually, can bring us to the fullness of our being, fullness of our life, full, like profoundness of our experience of life also. You see?
Actually, again, a big thank you to you that you have again brought up this topic of making the whole life as meditation. And I just realized through today's satsang, I mean, of course for me only, that there is a ratio of me living as myself and me living as ego in the daily world. And the ratio is, the difference of this ratio is vast. That me living as myself is much less. That is, the second bird is much less, and the first bird is so strong that it sometimes shadows the other bird, that is the observer. And today's satsang has been very, very eye-opening for me. Maybe I was lost in the first bird only. And the activities that happened around me coming here, asking you questions, such lovely participants, the whole satsang. And consistency, as you mentioned, is the key, master key for me right now. That is what I have realized for me. So I really, really thank you deeply for this. Thank you so much, so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm very happy also to have you here. Because of the participants, all of you, such sharings take place. No? It's not like really that, I'm full of something. I'm more empty than, it's very beautiful what you said, no? That I'm less of a observer and more of a ego, no? Like, yeah. In this picture, when we said be total, be total, or be present, observe, live your being, the ego, in the ego mind, it is translated as I have to give up. I have to give up. I have to stop living my life. No, it's something else. No, you live your life more than you are living right now. You do your activities more than you are doing right now. And yet more of you left behind to not do anything and just observing. This is the point. So it's not about divide the limited self into two. It's about discover the unlimited self, no? And live from there. No? Please understand this. This is what we get out of being present. Not that we are generally dividing the limited self into two, observer and the doer. And when I observe, then I'm not able to do. When I do, when I'm not able to observe. No. It's a very practical situation for the meditators. We all know this, no? We have experienced that, like, I'm not able to do well in my practical life. This totality, meditation, and refinement or resolution of understanding is that practical solution actually for that, which me and many fellow meditators have experienced for a long time. Because once you discover the bigger self that you are the bigger self, but living as a smaller self. Like you are the first and second bird both at the same time, but you are living as a second bird, first bird only. No, live as whole of yourself. And then this whole of yourself will make even the first bird activity so much more rich that it will look like heaven on earth. Then you will be able to understand what I mean by have a cup of tea. Why it is such a big thing. What is the big deal? Cup of tea, what is the big deal? No, it is this whole and wholeness of the being having a cup of tea in the form of a body, like this. This is the thing. Well, thank you. It's very good. So it was very good meeting. I think we it's time to end this now. No? Time comes, no, for ending something. So I was saying, no, don't end, please. I do understand that, yeah. But I feel still that this is the best time. Thank you for joining.